Hello everybody, how is it going? I hope that you have a lovely day. Welcome to my channel, The Remote Revolutionist. Here to guide on this channel, we will do the occasional project and all of the steps that are necessary to complete it. For the most of the projects you will need an Arduino, sensors and motors, like servos and step motors. A link to a good set will be in the description. And a 3D printer is also very convenient, because a lot of the other parts will be 3D printed. If you guys want, I can make a video about what printer is the best for beginners, so let me know in the comments. The first project is immediately pretty big, so let's start small, with the following Arduino explanation about how to control two-step motors with a joystick. So this is an Arduino Uno, one of the most popular microcontrollers there is. So you need to know how it works and where you can get one. But first, these are the control pins. These pins control the servos and motors you will connect to them. And over here are the 5 volts and the ground pins. And below it are the input pins. These pins will take care of the data your sensors send to your Arduino. Over here you see the code upload port, and next to it the reset button. The reset button will reset your code so it goes again. Now the actual setup. Here you guys see the final product, fully wired. If it looks like a mess, don't worry. I will take you guys through it step by step. Now first, a little explanation. The joystick controls the servo. So if I go up with the joystick, the servo moves. And if I go sideways, the other servo will move. The code will be explained later in the video, so don't worry if this looks like a little bit of magic. It will be explained later. Now for the first step, you will need 2 servos and 6 wires. And you can just follow what you see here, and you need to do it for both servos. So enjoy. Now to connect the servo to the Arduino, you need to first connect your 5 volt to a row on your breadboard, and then you need to do the exact same for the ground. The best is to use a black wire for ground and a red wire for the 5 volts, so it won't be confusing. Then you grab your wired servo and connect the yellow wire to 8. Next you need to connect the red wire to your 5 volt strip on the breadboard, and the black wire you're going to need to connect to the ground strip. For the second servo, you put the yellow wire on 9, and with the black and the red wire you will do the exact same as with the last servo. Now for the last step, you will need a joystick and 4 male to female wires. The first one is the ground wire, and that's the black one. Next to that you will have the 5 volt wire. These are connected at the same place as where the servo wires were connected. The next 2 wires will be used for the X movement and the Y movement. The X movement is the yellow one and the Y movement is the green one. The yellow wire, so for the X movement, will be placed on pin A0 and the green one will be placed on A1. Now here is the complete wiring schematics. Now for the code. We begin by calling up the servo.h. This will make it all a lot easier. After that we make a servo, my servo, and then a second one. Next we initialize the servo and say what pin it is on, in this case pin 8 and pin 9. We do this for both servos. Now we do the same for the joystick, so we initialize joy X and joy Y. These are on pins 1 and 0. Next is the void setup. Here we attach the my servo functions to the servo 1 and servo 2. Next up is the void loop. The void loop will run all the time. So we first start with int vol x. The value x is nothing yet, so we give it the value of joy x. And the same we do with value y. Next we will map vol x, and we will turn its value into a number between 10 and 170. This number the servo can read and make a position out of. So now we will be connecting the values to the servos. One servo gets value x and one servo gets the value y. Now you just upload that value and you are done for today. And now you have a working Arduino with 2 servos you can control with a joystick. So that was it for today. I hope you have all enjoyed it very much, and I hope I learned you something. So thanks for watching, and I see you guys next time.